Hello everyone, this is EB the Sponge Reviewer here, and I'm back with another Kamp Koral SpongeBob's Under Years review. And today I'm here to review episode 12, The Ho-Ho Horror and Outhouse Outrage. So in The Ho-Ho Horror, in this episode, Santa Claus pays a visit to Bikini Bottom to Kamp Koral to deliver the campers Christmas presents, and because the campers are not familiar with Santa Claus, they see him as this giant monster, and they basically try to run him out of Kamp Koral. So this episode was actually pretty it was pretty decent. I did enjoy the segments of the episode of the campers being terrified of Santa Claus, and they basically try to get Mrs. Puff to fight him off of Kamp Koral. So of course, Sandy, yes, Sandy's in this episode. Of course, she is from Texas. She's above the surface. She's the only camper in Kamp Koral who is familiar with Santa Claus, and she tries to convince the campers that he's not actually a bad person. So basically, Santa Claus then gives all of the campers their presents, and they all lived a happy life. So that was the Ho Ho Horror. It was a pretty good episode. I thought it was pretty funny, especially the climax where Sandy was fighting off Mrs. Puff to convince her that Santa Claus isn't a bad person. And once again, just like with the other episodes that deals, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. What I was trying to say is that they of course screwed up Sandy's karate glove color wrong. They've been doing this since at season 5 of the original series. That was actually the first season of SpongeBob where they screwed up Sandy's glove color by giving her SpongeBob's karate glove, which is the red one, and we all know that she has a green karate glove, so I just wanted to bring that up. But yeah, so the Ho Ho Horror was a pretty good episode. Now, in Outhouse Outrage, so Mr. Krabs goes to his outhouse to use the restroom, and it blows up during the process, and he basically plays as a judge to get the story of who blown up the outhouse. So SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick had their own unique stories of what they thought what caused the outhouse to blow up. And each of the stories that they've told were pretty interesting stories, and I found them to be pretty humorous. So it actually turned out that it was actually all 4 of them that caused the outhouse to explode, is because at the end of the episode, little spoilers, this vampire spider lady shows up in the episode, and she basically tells them that the outhouse blown up is because that each of the campers, including Mr. Krabs himself, had kept throwing all of this junk inside the outhouse that caused it to blown up. So the outhouse comes back to life as a ghost, and he basically tells them that they must rebuild the outhouse because of their doings. So that's basically how the episode plays out. I thought this episode was pretty interesting, even though it had more of the typical potty humor and whatnot, because the outhouse is like a restroom, and that's where most of the potty humor comes from. But anyways, I still thought this episode was pretty decent as a whole. Alright, so that is my review on the Ho Ho Horror and Outhouse Outrage. I thought these episodes were pretty decent, and I'm looking forward to the 13th episode, which is Are You Afraid of the Dork, which I'll be reviewing probably next month in October. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with that review.